Hello and welcome to Mid-American Gardener. We are happy to be here, and we're going to talk about plants, and more plants, and maybe diseases of plants, but we hope just to talk about plants and landscaping things. And so we're glad to have you join us, and maybe you'll have a question for us. My name is Diane Noland, and I teach horticulture at the University of Illinois in the Crop Sciences Department, and this is the Urbana-Champaign campus. So I might cover cut flowers and maybe perennials, whatever comes up in the landscape. But I have three highly intelligent folks here. They look very wise in ways of plants and knowledge like that. So let's find out who is here, and they're going to tell a little bit about their expertise, and then we'll go into show and tells or emails. So I'm going to throw it over to you first, Shane Coulter.
Thanks, Diane. I'm Shane Coulter. I'm one of the families of owners of Country Arbors Nursery in Urbana and Coulter Nurseries in Onarga. And we grow trees, shrubs, perennials, annuals, pretty much anything that'll grow here in Illinois or will at least live for a little while in Illinois. So if you have any of those kind of questions, those are the questions I'll be answering today. And I brought a show and tell from the greenhouses. We're fortunate enough during the winter, we keep a 4,000 square foot greenhouse open to play with plants and hold plants over. And one of the plants that we really like is aloe. And everybody knows aloe. You hear about breaking it off and rubbing it on your skin. But there's a couple different types of aloe. And there's two that have kind of a smoother, I guess you'd say, stem. And then there's some that have these little prongs here. And this is Aloe vera arborescens. And it actually seems to work better. From studies have shown that this one's works a little bit better on cuts and burns. And the way you can tell that it's arborescens is not only this, but the flower that you can see here. The flower is a red color, whereas the smooth one tends to be yellow, or not tends to be, but is yellow. So that's how you can tell the difference. They're both great plants, and I was joking earlier, if you prick yourself on this, you can just break it off and rub it right on the cut. So it's a really nice plant. We're letting it get big. We're going to try and let it get huge and see how big we can get this plant.
It's extremely showy, and of course,
one I couldn't wrap my arms around.
Yeah, it's
oh,
great.
That's great.
And most people don't get to see it flower. Jim was saying, you know, he hadn't seen it bloom before, but you need cooler temperatures. We keep it about 50 at night. I'm going to say to force it to bloom, but the reality is we're pretty cheap. We don't want to pay for the greenhouse to run 60 or 70 every night. But it does make all the succulents bloom. It makes for a pretty house this time of year.
That's really great. I really like that plant. Thank you so much.
It might be in your car when you're done.
No, I just really like the way it looks, and I do like having aloes. Always like to give those as gifts, and you do want to use them. Okay, let's go next to you, Teresa Mears.
Hi, I am Teresa Mears. I'm an instructor out at Parkland College, and I take care of the greenhouse facility we have. My expertise is more general horticulture, anything growing. I love houseplants, propagation, all that fun stuff. I do plant ID. And I have a viewer question. It actually dates back from May, and it has to do with an echinacea plant that the leaves have been chewed on. Well, back in May, we had a lot of little critters out chewing on stuff. Japanese beetles do chew, but the damage by the picture looks a little more severe, more like a caterpillar that would have been out from something. And my guess is once it chewed and ate and got big and pupated and went to become a moth or a butterfly, your damage stopped and the plant would probably be fine. You can trim off those leaves. Now, whatever it was, it might have even been chewing at night is why you didn't see it. So it's probably not anything to worry about, but you can watch for it in the spring. Just be a little more diligent maybe and catch it before you get damaged this far. But the echinacea is a pretty tough plant. It's going to come back, especially if it wasn't just newly planted. And so I wouldn't worry about too much. There's always something feeding on something out in your garden. Just make sure you plant enough that they have their share.
I know people say the best thing you can do in your garden is scout. Just take a walk around.
And you learn so much.
You do.
It's so fun.
And plants are generally more resilient than they get credit for. Everybody wants everything to look perfect, and the reality is that's not going to happen. But it's really hard to explain to somebody as they come in and say that.
If you want really pretty moths and butterflies, you got to have them eating on something.
There's a big circle of life going on in your garden.
Yes, and it's a give and take.
Yeah, I always tell people when they had insects chewing on their tree leaves and they get hold of them, I said, quit looking up.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that comment.
Yeah.
But life, I mean, has some imperfections, and so embrace it.
Yeah. If it looks too good, you're putting too many chemicals on it.
Yes.
Yep. That's very true. Okay, well, these are wise words, philosophical wise words you're hearing today. All right, let's go to you now, Jim Schuster.
I'm a retired horticulturist and plant pathologist from the University of Illinois Extension System. And I have a question about peach trees and a nectarine. The leaves are all crinkling and curling up, and this was happening last spring. And this is not too bad a timing because in another month or two, you're going to need to spray this tree. And the question was it a fungus or an insect? And it is going to be a fungus. And the next part of that question was, will it kill the tree? And yes, it can. And the disease is called peach leaf curl. It overwinters on the bud scales and twigs of the tree, and it infects the new leaves as they are emerging from the bud. It may also infect the twigs and cause the twigs to twist. In the spring, as the leaves are starting to unfold, and in the early summer, look on the top of the leaf for a white appearance. That's an indication that you got the fungus growing. It will cause defoliation starting in late spring into summer. If it is severe enough, the tree will have to leaf out again yet that summer. And that is where the problem is. Severe defoliation in multiple years weakens the tree so it's more prone to other diseases and as well as insects. And the defoliation alone, if it happens enough years in a row, will use up the tree's entire food reserves, so it basically starves to death. So the recommendation is you do want to manage this disease. I'm not going to say you're going to eliminate it, but you want to manage it so that you minimize the amount of damage on the tree. And the copper fungicides that are EPA approved for fruit trees are the ones recommended. And you will apply them just as the leaves are starting to emerge. Now there are also some lime sulfur fungicides that you put on the tree before the buds swell, but not this time of year. You need to get that closer to late February into March, but before the buds swell. And that's the two, lime sulfur as a dormant oil, and the copper fungicides as the leaves are coming out, as they're emerging.
Mm-hmm. Okay, lots of exact timing.
Right.
So pay attention for that. Well, we are still waiting for some phone calls, so if you have a question, give us a call. But in the meantime, let's go to our Did You Know segment. Poinsettias were named after the first United States minister to Mexico, Joel Poinsett, who brought them back to the U.S. from Mexico in 1825. Okay, so we learned a little bit about how it was named, and now let's talk about another plant. I'm looking over here at Shane. He's got something here on the
All right, we
table.
need some people to call in, otherwise I'm going to have to keep showing all the stuff from my greenhouse. But what I brought in today was something that I've been doing this my whole life, but I'm still always intrigued by it, and that's banana trees. Banana trees are an amazing thing. They get so big so quickly when it gets warm. But you can just cut it down. At the end of the season, we bring in the greenhouse. We don't want to take up all the space by these giant bananas, so we literally cut them off. And you can see exactly where it was cut off. And then all of a sudden, right up the middle, comes the new shoots. And it doesn't matter how big it is. We have some as big as a tire. And up through the middle comes a little banana. And by the end of the winter and into the spring, when it gets warm again, this thing will be 6 feet, 7 feet tall just in this pot alone. And it's an amazing sight to watch. It just comes out of nothing out of the middle, and it doesn't matter how bad you hack it back. And it's an easy way to keep it. You can take them in your house, so you don't have to take up a lot of space. And it's just a really, really unique way of watching a plant grow.
And when do you cut it back?
We bring it as soon as we bring it into the greenhouse. So we'll do it about October,
okay,
depending on that first hard frost. We don't even if it does get a little frost at the top, but we cut them back. And sometimes if we run out of space on some giant ones, we'll actually bare root this and put it in some peat moss and then put it away in the basement or put it in a cool area. But they don't take up too much space in these pots, so we generally just bring them into the greenhouse and just put them pot to pot.
I would like you to mention how you take care of that during the summer.
During this-
And what kind of insect or disease you've seen? Ever
Well,
seen
you know,
on
to
them?
be honest, we don't have a lot of problems with insect disease. The biggest problem with bananas, if you get the wrong variety, is tatter. They look so bad because the wind tatters the leaves, and they look just wind whipped. But the morellis and some of the bajous and some of the stronger leaves, they do much better in Illinois winds. So that's general. But insect disease, we really don't have too much trouble in the outside. Once you bring them inside, they can get all kinds of different kinds of
Well,
bugs.
with bananas though, they're a monocarp, and so this guy's going to put up a flower stalk if he gets enough
Yeah.
growing time. And once that flower stalk is gone, they cut the mother off, and the baby comes off from the side shoot like all the bromeliads.
Yeah.
And so if you keep them a little more pot bound, oftentimes we get more offshoots on them that
Yeah.
we can divide
And
from.
that's how we get our babies off of the plant as
they
well.
just keep spreading and spreading.
Yeah, it's great.
And for people who want to, do you fertilize it during the summer or water on a regular basis? Or
We
what?
do, in the pots, before we send them out, we do keep a pretty regular watering fertilization program. We fertilize them twice a week. We do put a little slow release on it. You can see the little pellets. Once they get outside, it's not as much. They kind of take what's in the soil. We will cheat a lot of times because we know that we're going to have to take them up at the end of the year. So we'll take another pot of the same size, dig a hole, put that in the ground, and slip this in and out. So we'll slip it in there, mulch it, and it makes it look like it's growing right there. But at the end of the year, we just pull the whole pot in and throw the greenhouse. So
We
it's
had
kind
a
of quick
large
decoration.
banana at the Parkland greenhouse we set outside one summer, and it had not been cut back, so it went out fairly large. It sat in the corner against a dark brown building on a concrete pad, and we kept it watered and fertilized. We actually got bananas on it.
Yeah,
Wow.
they
It
say
takes a
like
lot of
60
heat.
leaves or something along
Yeah,
those
it
lines.
takes a lot of extra heat, and that heat of the building reflecting on it all summer gave
And
it
you have
what
to
it
get
needed.
a nice fruit-producing banana. This one does not produce fruit very well at all. So
Yeah.
if you buy this to wait for the fruit, you're going to be waiting quite a long. But we have some of these that are 15 feet tall, even though they're supposed to get 8 or 9, but they stretch out a little bit.
Yeah, they're so fun.
Yeah, it's a fun plant, really easy to grow and not that expensive.
Wow, everyone's going to buy up all the bananas
Yeah.
everywhere, but wait a little bit.
Yeah, it's not
So you
quite
don't have
season
to
yet.
have
It's
them
not banana
inside.
season.
Not yet.
Great, thank you for that. And then we did get a few callers while we were talking about that. Let's go to Julia's call on line 2 about hydrangeas. Hi there.
Hi.
What's your question?
It's kind of a complicated question. I have a very old hydrangea planted in the late 30s, and I need to move it.
Okay.
Do you have any idea what type of hydrangea it is?
A type of hydrangea.
How about the color bloom?
Yeah.
That's always a good start.
It starts out blue, fades to pink, and fades to white. It blooms every year.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's not an arborescence. It's not an Annabelle.
I'd be, if it blooms every year, I'd be scared to move it. Because those are fussy.
Yeah, or she just has it in a really good spot, so it doesn't. Yeah, this is a real common question. On most of the hydrangeas, the blue ones, especially ones that are 70 years old, means they'll only bloom on old wood. Because the newer varieties have been bred to bloom on both types of wood, but the old ones were always old wood. And if yours blooms every year, that means the winters aren't getting to it, and it's always coming off the old wood. So to dig it up is really not that hard. You're going to have to find a good spot to divide it with a good sharp shovel if you don't want to take the whole thing. And if you do want to take the whole thing, you're going to have to put a huge root ball on a plant of that size. But you want to get plenty of dirt, plenty of root. Get it in mid-March is a great time if you want to get it. And you know, again, I don't know that you can guarantee that it's going to bloom like it has, because I think the location has a lot to do with it. Or you maybe have a variety that's blooming on new wood. Maybe you're the start of a new type. But I think you can do it, and I certainly think that it's worth moving. It's not the hardest plant in the world to move. You're just going to have to put a big root ball on it.
Wow, it's amazing to bloom every year. That's
Yeah.
usually why is mine not blooming. So
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
doing
so-
a great job, Julia.
I assumed it was going to be the white old-fashioned that bloom everywhere, and
Yeah,
you can't
that's what
mess
I
that
was
up. But when
thinking
she
too.
said blue,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, that's great.
That's
So-
worth taking.
We wish you well with that moving. Okay, let's go to Chris's question on line 3, and it's about tomatoes. Hi, Chris.
Hi. I have a tomato plant I planted last June. I'm growing it inside, and it's
Okay.
now in its second year, still producing. Do you know how long they take? I mean, how long it'll keep growing?
Okay.
If it's an indeterminate, which means that it doesn't stop growing, it'll just keep growing as long as you have the right weather. The determinants, which are mostly commercial for canning type companies, they have a set limit. But the indeterminates that they usually sell to a homeowner, they'll just keep growing as long as you keep them watered and fertilized in the right temperature. And if they get too big for you, just whack them off, whack them back about several feet, and they'll send out side shoots and keep going
So the answer could be
Forever.
forever.
forever, as long as it has what it needs.
Yeah.
So, wow, good job, Chris. Keep doing that. That sounds great. All right, let's go to Shirley's question on line 6 about paper whites. Hi, Shirley.
Hi. Glad you took my call.
Thank you.
I purchased these paper white bulbs to grow in my house all winter long, because that way you get to see a flower in the wintertime. And after they're done, I cut the tops off. I cut most of the roots off, and I put them in a paper bag, and with a couple holes, and I put them underneath my sink. I don't put them in the garage so they freeze. I went to the nursery to buy more of them, and the girl told me, she said, oh, when they're done, you just throw them out. And I says, no, because I dried them out last year, and I planted them, and they grew. And the nursery girl said that they never heard of that. So do I have special paper white bulbs?
No.
You have special patience, I think.
No, the paper white's not typically considered hardy outdoors here, and so that may be what they're thinking, but most any of those bulbs you can, if you have the time and the patience to overwinter them or give them that rest period after they have died back, they will come back. And a lot of those smaller bulbs that they use for forcing for the florist are perfect for that, where you can just keep playing with them over and over again and stuff. Over time, if you don't keep them fertilized and don't allow the leaves to put enough growth out, your bulb does shrink, and as it shrinks, it will kind of peter out. But as long as you keep it healthy, you can keep them going.
I think most people just toss them out. They just don't try.
They don't try. They
Yeah.
they enjoy them as a cut bouquet or something and enjoy them.
So keep up the good work, Shirley.
Oh yeah, enjoy them. As long as you can, have fun.
Very good. All right, thank you for your question and comment. Let's go to Tom's question about peach tree pruning, and this is line 5. Hi, Tom.
Love your show. Thank you very much for taking my call.
Thank
My
you.
question is, when should we start to prune these? My son recently purchased a home with numerous fruit trees on it, and they haven't been pruned in years. And how far back should I cut them, and when should I cut them?
Jim, you might as well make it the peach tree day.
Okay. Normally we would recommend sometime in March. Some people even start in late February, but that's going to depend on how warm it is. You want to still prune them when they're dormant. And how much you cut back, that's going to be a little rough to say based on how big the tree is already. You said it was how many years old, unpruned?
Look like they've been 5 or 7, between 5 and 7 years they've been planted.
So you were looking at maybe cutting off 5 to 7 feet of growth. That's a lot at one time. What I would suggest, instead of doing the entire tree at one time, because if you do that, you may have water sprouts and sucker shoots coming out all over the place. I would look at taking the 1/4 of the biggest branches and pruning them back, and then over the next 4 years, work on the next fourth and next fourth and next fourth until you prune the entire tree back, just to minimize how much wild growth you will cause on that tree. And how far back, well, that depends on how big a tree you want to live with. Most people who are trying to harvest fruit on it, they recommend you keep it between 10 and 15 feet so you can reach the fruit without using a really tall ladder. But again, how far back, without seeing the tree, I'm nervous about telling you how much to take off and how far, because if you do it not only too much, not only may you get a lot of wild sprouts and sucker growth, you may also cause a lot of disease and insect problems because it's going to be such a shock to the tree. So that's what I'm concerned about, trying to give you how much to take back. but it's best probably to do it in piecemeal over a number of years instead of all at once.
Okay, I think that's probably a
You might
good
have
way
to
to
thin
go.
it, not prune it.
Yeah, thin it right.
Right. Okay, thank you for your question, Tom. Let's go to CJ's question on line 4, and it's about spring bulbs. Hi, CJ.
Hi, I have a question. In the fall, I was very excited about buying new bulbs for my new house, and I bought so many that I didn't have time to plant them all. So I'm wondering if they're going to be okay to plant next fall, or what I should be doing with them in the meantime.
As long as you've stored them where they're not dried out and shrunken, I would plant them as soon as you can this spring and get them in the ground so they can get some root growth and get some energy back into the bulb. You'll have screwed up the flowering time, but if you get them planted properly, a year from now in the next spring, you should have flowers. They just need energy though.
Question, if they put them in a refrigerator and give them a cold spell between now and when they plant, you think they can get them to flower
You need
yet?
1,000 hours, so you're running
Oh.
tight with the hours
Yeah.
of trying to get enough cooling in, so that's a little iffy. I would just, in March or so, get them planted so you don't lose them anymore.
They may. I mean, I've had them where I left them in my car, and I'm not going to lie. I kept them in my car the entire. And I have some from the last show that were in the little discs, are still in my car. And you'll be surprised. I'll plant them in the spring. They've been in the cold essentially the whole time.
It just all depends where she's had them stored.
Yeah, but you won't lose them. They're not
No,
going to die.
no.
And they just may not bloom this spring.
But if
then
they-
they'll come
or
back
they-
to
if they were
cycle.
Unless they feel like nothing,
Yeah,
and
if-
they have dried down to.
If they've been
Yeah.
stored where
Just-
there's
You
no
can
moisture,
feel the weight in them. If they feel
if,
really
if they're
light and
squishy
papery,
and papery, toss them.
Yeah.
they're
Or
done.
if they turn green, then they're
Yes.
rotting.
Yeah,
Yes. So
but it's worth a try. Plant them, dig
rooting.
'em.
Yeah, the back seat's not the best place.
really,
that, yeah.
huh?
The bulb store is a very
A
expensive
mobile
bulb store.
filing cabinet.
Exactly.
Oh my.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to take another question, and let's go to Margaret's question about house plants, line 2. Hi, Margaret.
Hi there. My house plants are very boring. I only have a couple kinds. I have lots of spider plants and philodendrons. I'd like to know what maybe some of your favorites are, and maybe some real good place to find some different things.
Okay.
I watch wherever I go for houseplants. I mean, you'd be surprised what I find at the local big box stores. And I go to the garden centers and I go everywhere and just watch. I have the most fun though when I come to the U of I's Mom's Day flower shows, because those guys get some unique stuff going. You go to oddball places, go to your actual yard sales where people are selling plants. You'd be surprised what people will divide. I was going to do this with my question, but I do have a little book here, if they can see this. It's called The Houseplant Expert. There's a whole series of these expert books. This is an older book, and I want to say I bought it recently used online for like under $5. I mean, but it's a phenomenal book because it shows some of the older plants that we don't seem to see as often in the trade, that take a little more look and a little more effort to find, but they are just some phenomenal different houseplants out there. And in fact, the one on the cover is called a shrimp plant. And it's a fun plant. You can get it in the yellow or a pink, and the pink flower is a little bit smaller, but it's a really interesting plant and stuff. So you need to find somebody that's more of a collector and kind of share. Most of these plants propagate easily and stuff. Learn your light levels for indoor plants. If you don't have the bright light, don't dream of the crotons. They're very difficult in low light setting. So just learn the window of plants that you can work with. But I love houseplants. I have more than I need, but it keeps the house fresh.
And one advice I'll say is don't call up and ask if they have houseplants, because half the time they're going to tell you no, when they really do have a lot of plants that can be perfectly good in the house. They're just being sold as foliage plants or decorative plants. So pretty much every garden center has houseplants, and the box stores do a pretty good job, but nobody there really
Knows
can
what they
guide
are.
you or tell you that they do have
And
them.
get there early.
And
Yeah.
I'd like to toss in 2 plants that most people don't think about growing in the house, and that is the geranium
Yeah.
Right.
and a wax begonia.
Yeah.
I mean, most people think, oh, those are flowers for outside. If you have a cool location, in a room that you don't, you close the door and shut the heat off, so it stays like in the 50s. I have my geraniums bloom like crazy all winter long. And I have also done wax begonias. They take the regular room temperature. You just give them a lot of window sunlight. And I actually grow some of my begonias under fluorescent lights that are on for 16 hours a day. And they have not stopped blooming all winter long. I have cut them back twice because they were getting so huge and starting to fall out of the pot or tip the pot over because they were getting top heavy. So you may want to consider those as some different house plants too.
These are great suggestions.
All right,
So
time for my question.
I don't think we do,
Oh.
unfortunately. So I'm so glad that you asked about the house plants and some favorites, because there are quite a few. that you
Gardeners
can choose from.
share. If we have a
Gardeners
plant,
do
we
share.
will give you anything we got off of
So
it.
if you see someone who has it, ask them if they'll give you some. Well, we want to thank each of you for watching and you folks for being here. Have a great time gardening, indoors or out, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.